Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, whether you're new or returning, hi. Today I'm going to be sharing with you an affordable makeup haul. I'm so excited for this video. This video is in partnership with Hush. I've got some best sellers to share with you, so that includes eyeshadow palettes and highlighting palettes, one of which I already played with and I wore for my makeup today on my eyes and also as like my highlighters. Without further ado, let's get started. Ooh, I need makeup wipes. A lot of swatches coming. Whew, time to get serious. So before I start showing you guys the products, I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about Hush. So Hush is amazing because it is so inexpensive. I think that is literally the best thing about them, as well as they have a broad range of makeup available. From what I've played with already, and especially the palette that I used on my eyes today, I can't believe the amazing dupes that they are for these high-end palettes that I do have. The palette that I used today, the quality was really great, so I'm sure that the others will follow. So the dupes are creamy, they're pigmented, they just are beautiful looking. The palettes are great, and what I can't believe is that all of these are $10. That's the most shocking thing, because the packaging is actually pretty nice considering that, which is usually what adds that extra cost. You really can't go wrong. So the palette that I did use today on my eyes is called Inferno by Bad Habit. It's got 12 beautiful shades. Gonna show you guys. I know the names will be upside down. Very, very warm tones, perfect for fall. That's why I gravitated towards this one instantly. And then this super light, like a white shimmer, it's called White Hot, and that is the one that I actually use for my inner corner and as well as the other highlights on my face. I was really, really impressed with this palette. So what I'm gonna do, because there's a lot of palettes, I'm gonna just swatch it on my arm first and then show it to you guys. That way it doesn't, you know, you guys aren't bored. So this is the Inferno palette. I'm just gonna show you guys, I'm gonna go over one of them to show you guys a close-up swatch. This is my favorite shade in this palette. It's called Flames. It's like this really beautiful burgundy, pinky shimmer shade, like perfect for fall. So as you can see, like, very, very nice shimmer. My other swatches were a little weak, but I think that's just because I'm not the best swatcher. Like I said, this is probably gonna be my favorite palette because it's the first one that I grabbed, and I did do my makeup with it today, but I just love this. So now let's move on to the next one. Also by Bad Habit, it's the Aphrodite 18 color eyeshadow. So again, like same packaging as the other one, but that's really nice. It's like just... So this palette I love as well because it's got 18 shades, but it also pops quite a few pinks in there, a little bit brighter colors than the other one, I would say, which are more neutral. This kind of is like a bonus to that. So I think that these palettes will go really well together if you like to like mix from other palettes. I think they'll be awesome. What I like about this palette too is it also kind of has, so this section over here is like the shimmer shades, and then it's got a bunch of really, really nice mattes on the other side, so it's just kind of nice to kind of have them a little bit separated. So the first shade in this palette is called Sparks, and I just want to swatch this one for you guys up close. So it's super pigmented. The quality is really great with these, but I have noticed a little bit of fallout. I didn't as much with my eyeshadow, but I'm pretty good about knocking off the excess. So I think if you just do that, then you'll be fine. This is the first row of the palette. They all go together so beautifully. This just makes me think of like Valentine's Day. Like this top row will be a Valentine's Day look for sure for me. So this is the second row of the Aphrodite palette. Again, so beautiful. I love this palette actually. This is the final row of the Aphrodite palette. There's a super light, great base color, but it's not showing up very well in the swatches, but that's not just like a random space. There is a color there. It's just really, really low. All right, next palette. Okay, so the next two palettes are both by Bad Habit. Again, the first one is Retro Love and the next one is Royals. So I am going to put one of each on each arm so I can compare them for you guys. Retro Love is awesome, I have to say. This is exactly like the dupe of the new Subculture Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. This is exactly what it reminds me of, and it's just got a lot of fun, different colors, which I just think will be so much fun to play around with, and all the names are like related to retro love, like hippie, icon, psychedelic, youth, nostalgia. It's just a really cool palette. And then Royals looks like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. They're like bestseller with all these like rosy, burgundy, beautiful, warm colors. Got some cool ones right here, but very beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna put each on an arm. All right, so these are both palettes swatched on my arms. Again, not the best swatcher, but like I said, the pigment is pretty great on these considering that they're $10 palettes. This side is the Royals and this side is Retro Love, and I love this because my two favorites are, the top one is Psychedelic. It's like this pinky, like very sheer color. And then the one beneath it is called Icon, which is just this really, really cool, kind of like when the light hits it, it looks kind of green, looks kind of yellow, and it's super shimmery and beautiful. Two of the shimmers that I really love already in the Royals palette are both the top one and the middle one. This golden shimmer is called Crown, and it's super beautiful. It's like that really nice gold, just a really light gold too, so you can really do what you want with it. And then the first one is called Queen, which I just think is super pretty, and it's like that really nice light pink. I had to go all the way to my elbows for those. All right, we've got two more eyeshadow palettes. So the next one is by Bad Habit. This is Midsummer Night, and it's 30 eyeshadow colors, and it looks exactly like one of the Tarte palettes in my opinion, and even like the formatting does too. And I mean, look at these. Look how gorgeous they are. See your obvious like dark side of the palette, and then all these nice lights, a mix of matte and shimmers. So there's that palette. And then the next palette is called Sugar by Face Candy. And this one is really pretty too. This reminds me of like a Too Faced palette. It kind of looks like the like chocolate bar, not the same colors, but like the same like layout. And it's like the metal casing, and again, just like super pretty options. This palette has a few matte shades, but I'm noticing like some really, really beautiful shimmer shades. So this palette only has 18, but still, it's pretty awesome. So I'm gonna pick a few of my favorites in this palette rather than swatching all 30 of them. Matte shades are definitely underrated, but I always go for the sparkly ones to swatch, so I'm gonna do some of my favorite ones and show you guys up close. Definitely the one that stands out to me right away is called Moonlight. Here it is. It's like this really, really nice like yellow. So you can definitely see the light hits it. It's just, oh, so pretty. Another favorite of mine is white gold kind of. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. It's called Magical. And it's definitely more white. And you can see that that's the golden one. This one is Mischief. It's like a brown gold, which I think is really, really beautiful, especially for like a nice smoky eye. And then I'm not really into like pinks, but this one just keeps like catching my eye. This one's called Bashful, which I think is so cute because it just makes me think of Snow White. And it's super pink. That was way too close. Bright shimmer, but then when you apply it, it's nice and light, so you can kind of, which I like because it's a little less intimidating and easier to play with for me because I'm not super bold. So those are 4 of my favorites from the Midsummer Night palette. And then on this side, I'm gonna swatch Sugar. I'm gonna do some of my favorites again too because they're shimmers, you know. These names are so adorable too. There's This Makes Me Hungry, Glazed, Latte, Whipped Cream, Creme Brulee, Sugar and Spice, Cherry Pie, Cinnamon Sugar, Blueberry Pie, Gingerbread, Brownie, Blackberry Tart, Mocha, Pistachio, S'mores. Oh, just like, oh, now I'm hungry. Here are 4 of my favorites from the Sugar palette. First we have Creme Brulee, which is like a really light, pretty orangey. It kind of reminds me of like a creamsicle gold, if that makes sense. Like not super bright. That's probably not a good description, but you can see it's pretty. Then we have Sugar and Spice, which is definitely more pink as I swatched it than I thought it was gonna be. In the packaging, it actually looks a little bit more brown, so I wasn't expecting that, but very, very pretty. And this super dark one is actually Blackberry Tart, which is really beautiful because it's so hard to tell. Oh, I did this swatch the wrong way. It's so hard to tell, but it's a really, really dark purple, almost black, and then it's actually got pink glitter in it. So it's really beautiful. And then this last one I picked because I've really been feeling this for fall, this like really beautiful olive green, and it's kind of got some gold in it. That one's just called Pistachio. All right, time to move on to highlighter. Ooh, intermission. 4 highlighting palettes. I've got 4 of them and they're also different, also gorgeous. 3 of them are Bad Habit and 1 of them is by Face Candy, who also made the Sugar eyeshadow palette, so I'm gonna start with them. This is so beautiful. I have already played with these because I was just so excited to like try them. So this, oh my gosh, looks so much like, actually all of these highlighters just remind me so much of the Anastasia Beverly Hills packaging, and also their color choices. Formulas are really surprisingly nice. I was expecting that these would feel a little bit cheaper because of the price on them, but they're actually really nice. So I'm gonna swatch these for you guys. So going across, we have Wonder, Dream, Stardust, Celestial, Enchanted, and Fantasy. These are all so awesome, like, names, first of all, and then just like really fun. These are like the really fun highlighters that I just wanna like, yeah. I dig this. So what I've noticed about these is definitely, I've used some drugstore products before that you need to like wipe off like the top surface. I've kind of rubbed these a little bit, just a couple times around with my finger, and I notice as I do it again, just the colors just come out so much better. Okay, so we've got some really, really beautiful highlighters in this palette. There's 6 of them. They're just so gorgeous. So definitely that like out of this world kind of palette, and this palette is called Unicorn Glow. I don't know if I said that, so I'm just repeating myself. The first highlighter palette by Bad Habit that I'm gonna share with you is called Rosé, and it's another set of 6 highlighters just like the Unicorn Glow. These are so pretty, so perfect for fall. I love all the gold and like pinky, and this one's like kind of red tones, so they're just really, really gorgeous. Those remind me of like the sugar palettes and stuff, so really beautiful. And the names are super cute. So it is called Rosé, so it's really cute. Let me just read them to you. So we've got Pinkies Up, Cheers, Shine, Bubbly, hashtag All Day, and Champagne. So just, that's so fun. I just can't wait to try these actually. This is like one of the only ones I didn't swatch. I don't know why. Look at that, was just like 1, 2. That one's definitely more pigmented than the Unicorn Glow because I didn't have to swatch them twice. Like, that's just once. All right, I'm really digging the white highlighters right now too, so that's beautiful. So we start top to bottom. This is Pinkies, Cheers, Shine, Bubbly, All Day, and Champagne. I'm very impressed. This is really awesome. All right, 2 palettes left, guys. The last 2 are called Paradise and Oasis. And again, they're both Bad Habit palettes. So what I'll say about these is they look pretty much identical. They actually just look like these 2 shades are like flipped on this side, and which is really interesting. I didn't actually notice that because I've opened them like separately. I didn't know that they were like the same. I mean, there's definitely a little bit of a difference. So we'll try Oasis on this side and Paradise on this side to compare. Wow, these are like super wet feeling, which is interesting too. They feel like, that's really nice actually. It comes out like wet almost. So that's very, very gold. Yeah, these are very interesting because they feel super powdery until you kind of rub them a little bit with your finger. So here is a comparison of both of the palettes. I'm sorry for this, hang on. So here's the comparison. God, I did a weird swatch, guys. I'm sorry, it's like not super clear, but here is the comparison of the 2 palettes. So this side is Oasis and this side is Paradise. So again, they look super, super similar. I'm gonna start with Oasis on my left side. This one is Pina Colada, Nude Beach, Tan Lines, and Vacay. So again, they did really well with the names. I really like them. And the formula is pretty great. It reminds me a lot of ColourPop. And then the Paradise. And then the Paradise palette goes Sun-Kissed, White Sands, Resting Beach Face, which is like the yellow gold, and then Mai Tai. So when comparing them both side by side, I don't really notice that much of a difference. These are a little bit harsher, like brighter pigments, where these are like softer. You can kind of tell just by like holding them up, but in the palette, they look super similar. Alrighty guys, so that concludes today's haul video. If you guys are interested in any of these really, really affordable products, I'm pretty sure they're all $10. You can find them on Hush. I will have the link for them down below if you're interested. So I just want to say, even though they did send me these products, my reviews are my own 100%, and I have to say I really like them. So if you're gonna spend the $40 versus the 10, and then if you spend the 10, then you could get 4 of these palettes for the price of 1. That's pretty great. And these are definitely something that I would recommend. I would just recommend trying them out because worst case scenario, you spend $10, but I think they're really nice. So guys, if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please subscribe. And and that's it for today. So I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.